Yeah. Man, we suck it again. God damn, man, we suck it again. It wasn't say that it was like crazy. I don't know what the fuck. Fucking happened. God damn. Fucking snapping. I done break the fucking remote and attacking. Damn, I want to play some fucking Tekken.
Really
Damn, street for the high.
Really won 35 to 1.
Hey,
That's the only.
yeah. Yeah. And they lost the kid. God damn it. It wasn't Trevor's fault. God damn it. He almost broke his leg. It was good to see you walk again. Yeah. You came back on the feet. Threw a couple downs and we saw better things. Oh, you don't never want to see him. Man, that means this game is over for us. That he fucking sucks. He has a nice beard, but he really fucking sucks. Yeah. Yeah. 6 catches. Zay Jones had about 6 drops. What the fuck is up? Has been a rock. God damn. Playing like a toddler. Fumbling the ball. The whole team starter. Damn. I thought they was some starters. Damn. Thought they was a battery. Damn. I thought they was the tires. Couldn't keep you moving, man. This shit was on fire. Wasn't
that basketball stuff. You can't do that. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Where you're gonna
Welcome
get
to the minute here. Welcome 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 to the minute. Welcome to the minute.
You are now in the mix with the man and Teal.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know it? Free birds. Yeah.
Going all the way, all the way.
Watch how these pieces get moving like Hasbro.
You know
Ain't no con in these rats, so I'm trying to be calm when it come to the cash flow.
You know
Talking till I die from the city we ride, no matter the outcome.
You know
When you out watch your mouth in the jungle, a lot of them never escape from. Agent J when I bait some, 28 in my bag like I'm Freddie T. Agent K when I'm holding the city down, blocking all of the haters like Tony B. It's our year every year, if you quoting me, we gon' see on the field. They know the county, I scream it wherever I go. When I bleed, I just see black and teal. Feel like Brunel when the place is in action. Every line that I flow always solid, that mean I ain't worried about pockets collapsing. He may go all the way, running the X's and O's, gotta love how it happens. You ain't part of the gang, I ain't gotta explain why we ain't got no room on the wagon. MIT is the Army, the Navy, the greatest is Jimmy and Keenan, the ultimate package. Ooh, never can care how you feel. You are now in the mix with the men and Teal. Nothing but facts inside these conversations. Keep it 100, the law of the nation. With all the smoke, we can meet at the bank. You know the location. Executing the play when the ball cross the plane, that's the game. Hit my little celebration. Then all I can hear is them saying, yeah. Then all I can hear is them saying, yeah. All I can hear is them saying, ooh. You know it? Yeah. Free birds.
I'm right here. Cannabis analyst. Yo. Hey, to the eyes. Oh. And this is the Jacksonville Jaguars versus
Shit, they couldn't do it either.
As always, it's good folks. All you do is
MCG, our group of talented designers, can take your ideas and create something special. Been needing to wrap your vehicle to promote your business? Or maybe creating new business cards to stand out in your field? Maybe you're looking to create a memorable gift for a friend. Call us today and speak with a member of our staff and let us handle your vision so you can focus on what's important. Call 904-771-5855 or visit mcg247.com for more information.
Yay.
So the audio sounds robotic.
Shout out to the Miller Creative Group. Do we sound robotic? You talking about we sound robotic right now? I'm about to say, check the stream. If you can hear us, drop a thumbs up in the chat. If you can hear us, say you can hear us in the chat. If you can hear us, I don't know, just say something in the chat.
Okay.
It's good.
I'm about to say it sounds
It
fine.
was. Okay, good to go. What's up, Chase? It's been a while. We glad to see you, my brother.
Josh Stewart says, so can Kim Bailey be the D coordinator for the rest of the year?
Whew, my guy. I really only have one thing to say, bro. And then I'll let y'all go off in the comments. We'll read y'all's comments, stuff. They can say what they want to say. I want to say that it is absolutely atrocious what the NFL did today. I've never been more upset with the National Football League. For them to allow that game to even take place is mind-blowing. You let a team of 53 men show up and compete against 3 guys, and that shit is unheard of. 3 guys got off the plane in Detroit. It was Trevor Lawrence, it was Christian Kirk, and
Jawan Taylor.
He did shut. Jawan Taylor's beating the fuck out of Aiden Hutchinson all game. Yeah, we'll give it to Jawan Taylor. 3 guys got off the plane and nobody else showed up whatsoever. Trayvon Walker played okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He played better than Aiden Hutchinson did.
To me, he did.
He played better than Aiden Hutchinson did. He did not get manhandled. Jawan Taylor beat the shit out of Aiden Hutchinson for the most of the game.
Right. He got that sack on a free
free play.
I think Travis was supposed to pick him up.
Him or Evan Ingram was supposed
Somebody should have picked him up, but nobody.
They didn't touch him. It was a protection issue.
It was a blood protection.
So they let 3 guys play a football game today, and that's just not okay. You can't do that. That's a safety concern.
Yeah,
that's not okay. So yeah, fuck you NFL for allowing that to happen.
Yeah, because shit. Honestly, Trevor? To me, Trevor didn't play bad.
No.
Trevor played as good as you could. With
Zay Jones
all
had
the
5 drops, dog.
So I have it right here. Zay Jones. 5 drops, seven targets, only caught the ball twice, for 16 yards. But was supposed to have way, way, way more.
Just
those are drive stoppers. He by himself had about 80 yards in drops.
Right.
Because those are catches and keep going. Most of those are. And in total, probably 100 yards in drops a day. At least 100 yards in drops.
Ingram had drives.
And like I said, these are drive stoppers too. So it's not just the ball hits the ground. It's the drive is over.
Right. And it kind of felt like you knew what kind of game it was going to be
after
off of that first
play?
Yeah. And on that first possession. Like we were moving the ball. Seems like we were going to assert our will. And then Murphy's Law happened. Everything that could go wrong did go wrong. Stone Cold said that we were both going to go down and we were going to score on every drive. I said that we were just going to do it. And they weren't. But it turns out Stone Cold was half right. They scored on every fucking drive.
Every drive.
They're punting in punt one.
I don't know if that's ever happened against us. Maybe even at our worst. I can't remember that ever happening.
Yeah, I don't know. I think when the Patriots put the 50 burger on us, I think they punted at some point in the game.
Not a single punt today.
Right.
That's crazy.
They put points on the board on
DJ Chark had 98 yards.
Insane.
DJ Chark had 98 yards against us.
Mind you, that's something he hasn't done in over 2 seasons.
Well, they say he had 400-yard games this year.
No, he has 400-yard games in his career.
No, really?
Yes.
For real?
Yes.
Swear to God.
Yes.
Wow.
He doesn't have 400-yard games this year. It's 400-yard career, 100-yard games.
That's even worse.
I'm fact checking.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
He's only played in like 4 games this year.
I don't know what to say.
I know he don't got 100 in every game.
Everything about this was terrible. The defense just like it felt like what the offense was doing, the mistakes the offense was making was player based.
Right.
It felt like what was happening on defense though was you were just strictly out coached. Yeah. And that's just from first watch. That's just from what I'm looking at. Guys, and again, maybe the Chad Moomas of the world were just out of position every time.
Right.
I was about
But
to say.
if so, then we should have seen him out and Devin Lloyd in.
Right,
We should have seen an adjustment
right.
made.
Where Devin Lloyd was letting shit get behind him.
Yeah.
Chad Mooma was keeping shit in front of him, but he was late to react.
Everything.
Damn near every time.
And that's all they did is trickle down the field on you. Pop,
Yeah.
pop, 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 pop. We were never in the flats to cover the back. Tyson Campbell was so far off the ball on every receiver. And that's not a player thing. They were told to do that.
He hasn't had a 100-yard game since against Houston in 2020.
Okay.
He had 3 in 19 and he had
So
one
is
in
this
20.
the most yards he's gotten this season?
Yeah, 98.
Right, 98 yards.
It's the most yards he's had since Houston in 2020.
I'd say
that's
yes,
crazy, man. That is absolutely crazy. I have nothing to say, man.
Damn, boys just play like ass, bro. That's really all. I mean, all it is, dog. I mean, comment like Cheyenne said, it felt like Urban Meyer.
Yep.
And the back staff snuck on the sideline.
Yeah. Doug was pissed.
Yeah.
You could tell that Doug, like another sign for me was, you know, it kind of like Trev was cussing on the sideline a little bit. It kind of looks like Doug did the kind of same thing when Dan Arnold got that false start. He was like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah.
You know, and I've never seen them. Now last week with Trevor when he slammed his helmet down, that was the first time I saw it get mad. But like you could just tell, like he knew that like we just weren't executing like he was.
We were completely out. Like nothing was working. Go ahead and bring in Stone Cold. He was fucking intro. Don't need an intro. Nobody needs an intro for this shit. Hi, Stone Cold.
Nah, no fucking intro at all. That was disappointing fucking football. That's what the fuck that was.
We can't hear you.
Yeah, I don't have on headphones.
So you know.
I can't hear you.
Jay can hear you, so you can talk to Jay today. I don't want to.
Okay, Jay, be my commentary, man. Fucking
disappointing football.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You heard me?
Yes.
Okay.
Sounds like I'm talking to Stone Cold right now. I can appreciate that.
I'll tell you what, man. I want to do yard work halfway through the game. I just wanted to go out and put up Christmas decorations and everything.
Let's not repeat what he says.
He wants to do yard work.
Huh?
Said he wants to go do yard work. That's how upset he is. He'd rather go outside and hang Christmas lights.
Okay, that's cool. Like I said, let's not repeat what he said.
Oh, I wasn't going to continue to do that. I am not the translator.
Just let him talk. Let us know when he's done talking.
Yeah, Johnny.
Oh my God!
Chewing to translate.
I'm sorry. You got to change this entire defense up next year.
So we got to change the entire defense.
Oh,
doing that, bro. Stop. Like, listen. I know we got
the only place I can get enjoyment right now,
bro. Listen, bro. We got our ass kicked today. It is what it is. Don't make it worse, bro. Don't be that guy.
Apparently, the 3-4 is too complicated.
Can you show him the guy?
Oh, I'm gonna be that guy. That's the only guy I want to be.
He's here, but he wants to go home.
Oh, okay.
I want to be that guy.
Definitely.
Guy wants to go home, man.
I wanna go home. I wanna go home.
I'm just
The
saying.
video wasn't longer. The video was
By
longer.
all indications, this
Right
defense
now.
is too complicated.
That would fall before I get up. This is a really low couch.
I mean, it may be too complicated, bro, but I mean, that's the maybe that's the glory of offenses figuring it out if you execute the right way. I don't know.
Defense ain't complicated.
But
you know what's complicated? covering the running back in the flat.
Oh,
apparently.
You talking about the running back that was open the entire game?
Yeah, it's too hard. It's too complicated to cover him.
Yeah.
Why is Josh Allen covering DeAndre Swift?
That's a great question.
That's
You
a
know why?
mismatch every play.
Josh Allen's covering downfield because he's Levante David. Duh.
Yeah.
Clearly, Josh Allen's Devin White. Duh.
Yeah.
He's not more like, Unique Ngakoue or those guys. He's not a pass rusher. He's not like Max Crosby. He's, Devin Bush. He's Miles Jack. We knew that. Duh.
Well, that was the thing. If this is the defense we're running, why the fuck we get rid of Miles Jack?
That's a great question.
God damn.
That's a great question.
I would love to see him out there flowing around in this shit right now.
That's a great question.
Could have paid your guys.
Well, because but they wanted to move on. You already brought in a Luakin, and Miles Jack can't play the position that you wanted him to play.
He could play next to Luakin.
No,
he could play the Devin Lloyd position. Luakin's not even the green dot. Andre Cisco is the green dot. Well,
he had to wear it today.
Yeah, because it wasn't.
Yeah.
Right.
But
no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Cisco's been the play caller.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, Cisco is.
That's a lot of the reason why the defense looks completely horrendous today. They're not getting lined up.
I didn't know that.
Cisco was green dotting it.
Hey, I'm sorry, but I can't remember a dude's name from the Teal podcast who posted about Shaq Griffin.
Oh, bro, that was Marcus.
That was Marcus? That wasn't Big Marcus.
It was Big Marcus.
No, it wasn't.
It was. You want me to show you? I was just on the post.
Oh, okay.
What you talking about?
Asking if Shaq Griffin was still on his team.
Well, listen.
I thought that was somebody
They're
else.
not saying anything about him. Like, that's other than they're waiting for him to come back from IR. But I know he's jet setting right now.
I tweeted at him and I let him know we miss him on the field and congrats on the new baby and all of that because he had, made a post. And
right.
He gave the praying hands up and he liked it. And it's like everybody on there for the most part was saying, hey, we want you back out there. And this is proof on why you need him back out there. Anybody who's like Shaq Griffin's worse than what was on that field today is out of their fucking mind. He's not. Well, Shaq Griffin's not worse than Tavon Campbell.
Yeah, but I feel like
he's better than Darius Williams.
I feel like the defense that was out there was just a bad matchup. Whatever scheme, whatever.
Terrible.
But I mean, listen, how long did we see the fucking sub package out there?
Yeah,
DeJuan,
3 drives.
Like they had this
2.5, 3 drives
with Devon Hamilton and Corey Peters in the middle. You know what I'm saying?
It was Devon Hamilton, Corey Peters, or Devon Hamilton, Roy Robertson, Harris.
Yeah, but even Roy
DeJuan
Robertson
Smoot
was getting less burn today. And Trayvon Walker and Josh Allen were on the sidelines like a good portion of the.
I saw weird packages with Smoot and Trayvon Walker on the edge, and I'm like, I said, whatever.
That's
bro.
what I'm saying. I think that it was just the wrong defensive scheme that Mike Caldwell fucked up. I just think he fucked up, bro. And either in scheme or preparation, one of the two, bro.
So both.
You fucked up.
Both, because he prepared this week's assignments. He prepared this week's game plan, and he fucked up on the game plan this week. Period.
We just and this is not the first time, bro. Like
no, this is many times.
We give up. We just give up everything underneath.
We got to chill out on the people that are like fire Mike Caldwell. Like, bro, then you're gonna have the same problem next year.
Right.
I'm not gonna bring in another scheme.
I'm not even saying fire him. I'm saying you got to take a hard
scheme, and you're gonna have to find new players. And it's like. You're going to have to just stick with it. Like, Mike Caldwell has a cool-ass defense.
Right.
Just let him get his guys.
Right.
Like, give him time.
And I'm not saying, and I'm definitely not saying that, but he really needs, and listen, goes back to the show when I was like, I'm talking to Dougie P, because Dougie P is the head coach, and he's his boss. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So if he tells him, hey, man, I need you to tweak this a little bit, you need to figure this out, then he has to.
Yeah.
Right? So I think Dougie P needs to go to him. After they sit down, it's like, look, man, we need to stick to a scheme and we need to live and die by that shit right now. I know sometimes you have to like kind of scheme to the opponent, but right now, bro, you can't. That was probably the worst scheming I saw this whole year, bro. Just it seems like almost everybody was out of position. Tyson Campbell, did you see how far back he was? And Tyson Campbell can press, man, cover it.
That's what I wonder. Who on the Detroit Lions were you scared of beating you over the top that Tyson Campbell couldn't run with step for step. Like, what are we doing?
Right. You know, so that's what I'm saying. Like that crazy hybrid zone that I don't know, bro.
None of it made sense.
I don't know. It didn't. That's the point. That's the problem. It didn't make sense.
Yeah.
It didn't make sense. I can't explain it. I need Mike Caldwell to explain it, but I also need Dougie P, because I know, you know, you're gonna go back and watch the show because right now you're like dealing with press conferences and stuff.
Yeah.
But Dougie P, man, I need you to talk to Mike and be like, look, bro, we need to have a concept and let's just stick to it and let's be good at it. You know.
The problem is I'm seeing shit that I haven't seen all year.
Outplay us.
It's like he's deciding to throw new shit out there now, and it's just like nobody knows what the hell they're doing out there. Pretty much.
It's like you when you open up a restaurant and you have a menu that's like fucking 5 pages deep, and it's got burgers and it's got wings and it's got Chinese food and it's got breakfast food and it's got Mexican food and it's got steak and it's got seafood and it's
too much.
Bro, you're doing too much. You're not good at anything.
Yeah, you're not good at none of those things.
You're trying to give them everything, so you're not great at anything.
Right.
You gotta chill, bro. Let's get great at something.
Right.
Let's give them some good ass barbecue, and then maybe after we've mastered barbecue, then we'll add in some chicken wings and shit. All right. Then we'll add in some other shit on the side. But we can't sit here and try to serve everything under the sun right now.
But that's why you got to go. Like, you know, if you want something like that, you go to a place like that. What's it called? Takeout or what's it called? It's like a big ass cookout.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have them down here.
Like a potluck.
Yeah, but you go.
Or you go to corral.
Yeah, it's like a.
You know,
but better than that. Think about going corral on steroids.
You go to the USFL or the XFL. You go to a lesser.
Yeah,
right.
That's where you go. You go somewhere and you get lesser quality. That's what you get.
Right.
If you want grade A shit, you go somewhere where that's known for grade A shit and they're known for one certain thing.
Right.
You think like it's funny because when you talk about defenses in the league and you pinpoint defensive coordinators, you can talk about their schemes. You can talk about what they do in Pittsburgh. You can talk about what they do with Lovie Smith in Houston. You know that system, that is a too high safety shell based defense. You know what Gus Bradley does. Like, you know what these coordinators do. You can talk about their scheme. Right now, Mike Caldwell, I don't know if he knows his scheme. I think he has been underneath some amazing defensive coordinators, and he has taken bits and pieces of what he likes, and he's creating his scheme with it.
Right.
And he's going to learn that he's got to take some of that shit out, and he's got to learn that some of that shit's not going to work right now. Again, our defensive coordinator is ass. That's not true. Our defense coordinator needs to be fired. That's not true. All of those statements are bullshit. You're saying that because you're mad or you just don't know what you're talking about. The defensive coordinator needs time to get his guys in. Give him time to get the guys that fit his scheme. Do not expect him to come in and create a scheme that fits the guys that are here.
Like I said, we've talked about this already. There's guys on this team that are playing for us right now, a considerable amount of minutes that do not fit the scheme.
And they won't be here next year.
And they will not be here next year.
Yeah,
right.
They won't be here next year.
But you could only replace so much. Mm-hmm. So then you had to keep the best of what was left.
Right.
You know, in theory, you had to.
Think about it like this. What if you did? So if he came in, right, because somebody somewhere is going to be like, that's a coach's job to scheme to the talent of his players. And because we said that with Todd Wash. But it was because Todd Wash's scheme wasn't working.
Right.
So Todd Wash needed to adjust, and he had been here for years. So he had opportunities to get guys. He was playing guys out of position. Now, when you're here, and this is his first year, and he comes in, and he has his scheme ready, and then he starts altering it to fit the talent that's here, what happens when that talent is gone in 2 years? What happens when that talent moves on?
Right.
So now you have to change the scheme. Right. So now the guys that you've kept, the guys that you've paid, the guys that are still here, now those guys have to learn something new.
Right. Or you bring in new guys that have similar skill set.
Right.
To keep.
Or you stay in that scheme.
Right.
And then you're coaching in the NFL and never actually running your scheme.
Right.
That would be terrible. Like you're never showing who you are. You're never giving them what you love, what you are, what you know. It's an alternate scheme, like an alternate scheme.
Right. So, I mean, but every scheme is, you know what I'm saying? It's
let's
of something original.
Yeah.
So total, they had 100 yards total.
Who?
Rushing the Lions. Yeah. Lions. 62 yards with DeAndre Swift, 30 off of 14 attempts. He had a touchdown though. Jamal Williams, 11 attempts, only 35 yards, but he had the touchdown. And then, you know, a couple guys were 1 attempt, 4 yards, 1 attempt, 4 yards, 1 attempt, 2 yards. So
We did good in the run.
The defense did an okay job stopping the run.
Yeah.
You know, they collectively did an okay job. It's just the runs that they had, they made them count.
They ran the ball the way that Doug wants to run the ball.
Yes.
They threw the fuck out of it.
And Jared Goff only was 31 for 41.
Yeah. They only ran it in situations that called for a run.
Right.
In the red zone.
Right.
Inside of 10 yards.
Right.
That's when they ran the football. And that's why their yardage isn't much, but they got 2 touchdowns out of it.
Right.
That's why they don't have a ton of carries, because they rarely were in third down situations because they were throwing the ball at will.
Right. And the other part about it was Jaguars helped them in the third quarter. Like, no sense of urgency, bro. We ticked off what, like 7.5 minutes?
7 minutes on that drive.
7 minutes, man. Like,
was in the third.
That's what I'm saying, in the third quarter. Like you could have gave yourself an opportunity for another drive, but it's like you start off fast and then you got past midfield and then you just slowed the fuck down. I don't understand it, man. I just, did they just feel the weight of defeat on them? Feels like that.
It looked like that.
And then, Trevor, it was almost like everything that could go wrong did go wrong. And one of the worst things that could have happened was what happened to Trevor.
I have never, ever felt the way I felt when 16 twisted and fell.
Right. And you saw it before us.
Yeah.
You saw it before us. And we were like, what are you talking? And then when we saw him on the ground. Yeah.
My heart stopped, bro. It was like my son was out there. Like,
Eric Dunn, you ain't allowed to go to no games, bro, ever again, bro. What the fuck you got going on, bro?
Oh,
man,
sitting motherfucker close
right there,
bro.
And is he wearing a Zay Jones jersey?
Zay Jones jersey?
Yes,
yo, on site. Hey, Eric, bro, on site, bro.
Easy, no, bro, don't tell me. So he wore a Zay Jones jersey, and Zay Jones had 5 drops. Was non-existent in the game, and the Jaguars lost.
Listen, we need to talk to the council because he might need to get voted off the island.
We might, you know what? We just need to talk to the Jaguars and see if they can get him and Ashlyn Sullivan to do that Jaguars, sports betting game.
I don't think so, man. Ashlyn Sullivan, shout out Ashlyn.
Philadelphia Flyers.
She's no longer an employee of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Well, insert random white girl here. It doesn't matter. Just put somebody.
No, shout out to
O'Brien.
No, hell no.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What's the other one? Layla.
She don't work for the Jaguars either anymore.
Who?
Bro, it's some chick wearing helmets and heels that they can throw in that mix. I'm just saying. Insert them.
Man.
What's the one that's on the Frangie song?
You know who I'm going to bad one. Lori Fitzpatrick. Let's get Lori Fitzpatrick.
They gotta find a baddie
right there.
Yeah.
They gotta find. I'm pretty sure there's a little baddie in somewhere in there in the ranks.
We got to do something because that way Eric Dunn Sundays will be spent filming the sports betting show.
Stay away.
And then I can win some money. You won some money too, right?
They actually just showed the Lions locker room.
I won $350.
I won $250. My cousin won like a
shout
band.
Out to Trev for coming back out.
Yeah.
But do you guys think that it might be best to sit? Because listen, I know Jay's not gonna agree with me on this, right? But Philly lost today too, bro. We would have been even
Tennessee
better.
Lost.
Huh? I mean, yeah. I'm sorry. Tennessee lost to Philly. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Tennessee lost today too. Like, they could lose another game. So we're not out of it.
No, not technically.
You know what I'm saying? We just made it even harder.
Really hard.
You feel me? So
the climb was already like a mountain, and now it's Everest.
Right.
Like.
So if he can go, he goes.
Oh, my boy just scored another touchdown. Shout out to Christian Watson, man.
Has to.
Jesus Christ.
Has to. I'm sorry. I'm holding that shit in for a long time. I just let it go.
They just showed the Detroit Lions locker room. Guess who got the game ball? DJ Chark got the game ball today.
Yeah. He played fine.
Throw some comments up there. What's going on?
Please get Redneck Yacht Club off the show.
Who said that?
I am your
Who said that, bro?
That was one Brandon McCaffrey. Just when you think Thomas Olsen is an idiot, he's not. Brandon McCaffrey. Miguel says Eric Dunn's curse on 2 feet. Zay Jones was eating buttery popcorn with ETN before the game. Jesus Christ, bro. Dale Brown says worst football I've seen all year.
Yeah,
definitely.
Hands down.
Oh my God, bro. Yeah, bro. I mean, we just dropped the ball today.
Do. Yeah.
But yeah,
maybe we can do that.
But,
with the,
but yeah, B Mac is a wild boy. I'm just saying, B Mac is a wild boy.
Oh, Big Marcus. Fellas.
Big Marcus. I sent you that link that you was calling that you messaged about or that you put in the chat. I sent it to you on Messenger, but
so guys, I guess we'll try it again next Sunday in Nashville. We'll try it again next Sunday in Nashville.
The online guy at Frank Sag tweeted out, Jaguars absolutely failed Trevor Lawrence in every way today. Disgusting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
The shot Dewey had on St. Brown was so nice.
Yeah. Damn near took himself out. That one too. I ain't got nothing else, man. I'm disgusted. After hearing that tweet, I'm disgusted with the Jaguars even more right now.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. Christian Watson catches touchdowns. Like, he has 8 touchdowns so far, right?
Within 4 games.
But he does it on so limited amounts of touch. Like, I guess with today he had a rushing touchdown.
Right.
But he had three catches for 48 and a touchdown, and then I'm guessing a rush, and then a 1 rush for 46 yards and a touchdown. He touches the ball and gets in the end zone, bro.
Right.
It's ridiculous.
Hey man, 6 stack up quick. You know what I'm saying?
And the narrative stands, Aaron Rodgers still owns the Bears.
Fucking right.
Cam Robinson got beat bad on that Trevor Lawrence sack.
Yeah.
Oh,
Houston's been having a good year this year, though.
ETN.
Hey, shout out to the Cleveland Browns defense. 3 touchdowns.
That was with Aiden Hutchinson.
They got 3 touchdowns.
The sack he got hurt on. Yeah.
2 pick sixes and a fumble recovery.
Oh shit! Hey, the Giants.
Cleveland Browns.
Yeah.
I need
the Giants and Washington tied.
They gave me 31 points today.
I need a massage after this game.
You hear me?
For real.
The Giants and Washington tied today.
Wow.
Oh, for real? That's crazy.
2020.
At least went out the Texans.
Not too far off.
Yeah, 2020.
So here's a question. After this game, given the totality of what you've witnessed this season from both teams, who is closer?
The Lions.
You think the Lions are closer with an aging Jared Goff?
I think they're closer as into can try to do something right now between now and next year. I think they're closer. Yes.
If you're saying closer for this season, Detroit, you're talking about closer for next year, I'm still riding with us.
Which team would you take over the next 3 years?
Oh, the Jaguars. I mean, I'll take the Jaguars for the rest of my life. That's really not a great.
Which team do you think wins more over the next 3 years?
The Jaguars.
Yeah,
I'm talking about like immediate.
Jaguars.
I'm just saying like immediate success moving forward for the rest of the season. It's I believe it's Detroit unless they just have like a meltdown. Because they were on a 4-game winning streak, right? They went from 3 to a 4-game winning streak, and then lost a thriller against the Bills, right? So they were throwing blows, and it just ball didn't bounce their way one time, and Bills were able to go down and kick a field goal and win it, right? And then they came right back out and fucking just did what they've been doing. said that you saw what they said. It was their 6th game with 30+ points. You know, so it's
Their offense is good. Their defense is horrendous.
Just under half the season, they've been fucking scoring 30 or more, bro. Going down the field. It's just their defense couldn't stop nothing. Our offense stopped us. Like their defense really didn't do shit. You know what I'm saying? Like our offense, the miscues
we were open every time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The miscues, but he missed some shit too. Like Trevor, like listen, this isn't saying like Trevor played a perfect game either. You know what I'm saying? He missed some shit. He missed a couple passes to Evan Ingram. He and then the receivers, somebody ran the wrong route when Zay dropped the ball, but Evan was right behind him. You know, that ball could have been going to Evan for real, but Zay was in the area. Like somebody ran the wrong route, you know? So I don't know, but Trevor could have played slightly better game, but he played good enough to win if everybody else on offense had executed. Crazy.
I do agree with Ken. Mike Caldwell has to find us a defensive identity.
And then the way you guys are playing on Madden too. It's crazy. Crazy, man. Well, I'm done. I'm ready to go home. Y'all go sign us out.
That's the show, folks.
Thank you guys for tuning in.
Thank you guys for tuning
I wanna go home. I wanna go home.
Yes, that summed it up nicely. It did. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Jaguars post-game show with the Men and Teal podcast. The Jaguars fall, 40 to 14 to the Detroit Lions. We're now 4-8. Isn't that great? We'll be back Wednesday. Hey, thank you for tuning in. Please hit that like. Please hit that like button, and if you haven't done so, subscribe. It helps the channel grow.
I miss him.
Yeah, I miss him. Men and Teal podcast, except for on Twitter. That's at Men and Teal Pods. Nobody's gonna do it. These are your hosts, the hot take hooligan, Agent K, the cannabis analyst, Agent J. That's Stone to the Cold to the Steve Boston, and I'm J to the I to the MB. Oh no, today because we suck, and we are out of here.